A very warm welcome to the United Arab Emirates. We are incredibly delighted to be hosting the 15th edition of the World Policy Conference. It is very clear that whether in government or in business, the most pressing global issues must be addressed in that spirit of collaboration and in that spirit of cooperation.
We talked about the many things about the global governance.
I would like to say a few words about the lessons, what we have learned in terms of governance.
We need to embrace these problems in a real, comprehensive view.
I want to talk about solutions. I want to talk a little bit about the light at the end of the tunnel. I think the UAE is very much known for being a beacon of hope.
The message is loud and clear.
This is a brief outline of the context in which this 15th edition of WPC is taking place.
How can we anticipate domino effects across many counterparties, countries, regions of the world?
Maybe if we start by the end, we may find ways to converge.
That's what I call the building student. We have to really shift the needle.
What I'm suggesting is not an impossible dream, but rather a return to the much more cooperative environment that animated the response to the global financial crisis.
If you look at outcomes, what we see is indeed a surprising degree of resilience.
Our ambition remains unchanged. It continues to be to work in favor of a governance that safeguards the chances for what I call a reasonably open world.
Je ne suis pas fière de ça, vie qui veut me tuer. C'est magnifique d'être sympathique, mais moi je ne le connais jamais.
Ukrainian war has a greater implication.
It's an aggression against all of us.
The reality, in fact, is that Russia is losing and Ukraine is winning. Yes, the battles are very difficult. Yes, there are some difficult days ahead for us, but we're fighting a just war against an invader.
I know the spirit of the Ukrainian people. They are really proud people. They are never going to kneel under aggression. And I'm really happy that World Policy Conference bringing this topic into this light.
The good lessons is this challenge started to get resolved in a constructive way once the world started collaborating.
There will be a city on Mars, and that cannot be achieved without international cooperation.
And I think the UAE is now playing a very important role to be as a hub of the international cooperation.
I understand there is a controversial on whether the Chinese government do enough on these areas.
We received barely a third of the promised vaccines ultimately. And so there was a very rapid recognition of the need to change course.
You need wise leadership to coordinate national efforts and to help with urgent and critical resource mobilization.
to start from the answer.
Sure.
Because after all, you have the big
I can tell you what the answer is.
Yeah.
The answer is a Palestinian state. I think it's a tremendously exciting time to be working in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We are undergoing breakneck change, most importantly, working under a clear roadmap, under a clear vision, and I referred to it earlier, building sustainable prosperity for the Saudi people. And that is the absolute priority, the absolute driving ethos of everything that the government of Saudi Arabia does, whether it's domestic policy, whether it's foreign policy. So my mandate as foreign minister is very clear. My mandate is to support and to enhance the prospects of achieving the goals of that vision.
And I would like to thank you. It's important to thank all the people who contributed to the organization of this meeting.